great.
Okay. You awaken. No weird dreams for the night. Everything seems pretty normal, although the camp seems very empty and like no one's there. Aside from what you can see, only Lynn is there.
Jade is going to get out of bed and obviously go towards the dining room, letting Lynn sleep.
Okay, I'll move you.
While she walks into the dining room, Sindri's just laying down with his head on the table.
As you enter the dining room, you see, so far at least, Lynn still a little weirded out with how empty everything kind of feels.
Good morning, Jade.
Yes. Good morning to you also, Sin. Wait, did we get any news about which other camp we're going to? Since we have to leave here.
Nope. Not that I know of.
And Jade is just going to sit across from Sin then.
Sindri just floats like a pen over to Lynn's bed and then just starts poking her with the pen. Just like in random spots.
Can Lynn try to grab it?
Lynn, you awaken to the pen poking you.
Lynn just starts feeling like these little prickly presses. It's just fucking really annoying.
Lynn's gonna groan and try to grab the pen before it can poke her again.
Sin, you want to roll minds?
No.
It's gonna be.
No. I don't care if she grabs it.
Okay. You successfully grabbed the pen then. Sorry, my internet disconnected. That threw me off.
No, it's alright. Just remember you don't have to narrate everything. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong.
Claire's gonna start heading up.
Wrong universe!
I said Lynn.
Nuh-uh.
Oh!
Nope.
No, you didn't!
Nope.
No,
you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. So, you know what? You know what we're doing? You know what we're doing, Mel? Hold on, I gotta find it. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's better. That's better. Sindri hearing her footsteps doesn't even lift his head. He just says, "Good morning, Sleeping Beauty." Coffee?
Good morning, and sure.
Cool. Sindri still has not lifted his head.
Oh, just a friendly reminder, we're also 10 days behind the US campaign. Just in case you were wondering what the date was.
Oh, so we're right up there. We're right on the time that the escort should be going in.
I believe the escort arrived at the 17th, so then you should have already arrived.
Need your coffee, madame. Jade, anything?
Yeah, sure.
What do you want?
I'll take coffee.
You're getting laced coffee. Don't worry, we're all going for a ride.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. so empty.
Besides, now that
Is everyone home?
Good morning, guys.
Guess that answers my question. What'd you say, Lynn?
I was just saying that there should still be a couple people here.
When you guys are done drinking your coffee, Theo wants you guys in the meeting room.
I was under the
Alright.
impression nobody was here. Sindri stands and then just kind of stretches out. Time to go listen to more of Theo's shit. Let's go.
Alright. Lynn's gonna be bringing her coffee with her.
Jade is gonna drink like half of hers and then just continue and moves on with them.
Sounds like fucking hell, downing half brewed fresh brewed coffee. Sindri scoots the chair out. He's using his mind for like everything and just sits down.
Tired, Sven?
No. Not really.
Good morning.
Yo.
I want to start this off by stating I have some good news.
Finally.
North Celia has agreed to help us.
Yes.
Good.
With that note, as you may notice, a lot of people currently aren't here.
And what's
We're
that
at
mean?
the Goblin Town we have built, preparing. As of tomorrow night, we will be taking down one of the Goblin camps.
No.
Okay.
Listen for my ambience, dude.
I...
There, can you fucking hear it now?
Well, when the internet first disconnected, I still heard the ambience, but my internet was disconnected, so I was so confused. With that being said, we are going to leave to go to the Goblin camp, the Goblin Town, to help finish setting everything up. Any questions?
What do you want us to do at the Goblin camp?
We will be dividing into 2 groups. 3 to be exact. 2 people will go inside to do an investigation, disguised as guards. That'll be Gia and Sky. Sin and Lynn, you 2 will go into separate groups. One going to the left, the other going to the right.
Lynn, put your hand up.
Okay.
Lynn just feels like a... Sindri doesn't even move, but Lynn just feels like a... to her hand. Telekinetic high five, bro.
I will let you 2 decide who you
Hope
would like
so.
to go with you on each side. I will also be accompanying for this mission.
And Jade's doing what?
Jade will go with one of you.
For what?
After the investigation, we are going to look for weak points within the gates. Less guards, anything. That's what Sky and G will be doing. When we find that out, whoever side's closest to it will go in and evacuate the goblins, while the other people will distract the guards.
You got a map of this place?
Yes, it's over here.
Where? Oh, you made this?
I didn't make the thing, I just found images.
Oh. I see.
Also, these aren't horse stables.
These are horse stables, though. But they are.
They're not. I'm saying, story-wise, they're not.
No, that's what they are. Yeah. 100%.
But
I know.
be
but
like, these aren't horse stables. But they are.
Just so we're all aware.
I'm stating they're not.
And I'm telling you, this is what they are.
I know. I'm stating story-wise. Shut up.
Okay, continue, Nadia.
We expect most goblins to be held within these rooms. Right here.
Okay.
But there's also a high chance some of them may be within the cave system. Down over. Fucking damn it!
So, I have a question, Theo.
Yes.
How do you expect me or Lynn to be useful?
When it comes to you, if the weak point's on your side, you'll be able to move stuff more subtly using your mind. As for
Correct.
Lynn,
Go ahead.
for Lynn, she's a capable fighter, and then I can trust that she'll be able to complete it if the weak point's on her side.
Lynn is an amazing fighter, but if it comes to that point, don't you think that they'll just go nuclear and try to set all the goblins on fire? You know, burn down the bridges while you still have them? I mean, there's always more, right? Millera is an entire country full of goblins and orcs. No offense, Jade.
None taken.
Why we have the investigation. We want to pinpoint where the most goblins are and try to avoid harming them.
I'm talking about fighting the guards, and then the guards just decide to execute all the goblins, so we have no reason to take over. To fight.
Also, have you ever thought about if the guards have separated some of the goblins? You know, separating the children from the females from the males.
This is their newer camp. Most of the children are still at the one you were from, Jade.
Yeah, if the king's smart, he wouldn't want the slaves to feel like people. I get exactly what Jade is saying. Segregate them and do not let them near each other so they don't feel like people.
The information we gathered is most of the goblins that are there are all male.
Mm-hmm. What I'm worried about is when we start attacking them, the guards are just going to be like, okay, we're getting raided, so we might as well distract them and then just try to kill as many goblins as possible so we can get away in time.
That's why we will not be attacking right away.
Makes sense.
We will have devices that will allow us to stay in contact with one another no matter how far away we are from everyone.
Devices.
Leah has them currently, so I can't give them to you now, but they will allow us to keep in contact. Little things that will go into your ears. Sky and Gia will go through to do an investigation. Once we have more of where all the goblins are located and where the most and beasts are, then we will discuss more about what to do there. If we cannot find a way, without getting the goblins hurt, to get them out, we will regroup and figure a new plan. And I know you're probably going to ask about dust balls.
No,
I have a feeling that was something.
I'm not worried about the dust balls.
You shouldn't. We have a distraction already being set up. Leah will not be attending us for the mission because she will be busy distracting them. It's actually what we're setting up.
So what are we supposed to do till tomorrow night?
Set up the distraction.
I thought you were setting it up.
We're all doing it. It's a lot of work for one person to do on their own.
Something's gonna go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When you're ready to leave, meet me outside. As Theo walks out.
Can I ask y'all a private question?
What's up?
Is it just me, or does he always half plan?
Like he makes half of a plan, you mean?
The Theo I remember was a general, and he was the sword for a reason. His plans usually seem really half-baked. Maybe it's just me.
Maybe he doesn't want to plan too much ahead. Wait for things to play out.
I wouldn't really know since I don't know the guy that well.
Same here.
When it comes to people's lives, you can't just let the dices fall where they will. I don't think so. I'm not gonna pretend to be a hero here, but something just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't.
She's gonna kind of raise her hand a little. Would you like me to do an Arcana check on him? Make sure it's actually him.
What's the point of an Arcana check?
It may not be him. It could be someone disguised as him, or he could be under some spell or something. Causing him to act different.
This is what I mean by him half planning. Gia, if you go out there and he's an experienced mage and you do an Arcana check on him, he will know and he will kill you. Like that. And then the gig is up. That's what I mean by a general. That's the type of stuff that Theo used to come up with. Foolproof plans. These are... Goblins are gonna get killed. I want to...
like it.
I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's against us. I don't think he's fake. But I do think he's out of it.
Doesn't he have like a daughter or something missing?
She's not missing.
What do you mean?
From what I've heard, she's dead. Just was killed alongside his parents. By the king. What caused him to betray the king. If I remember correctly. Leah, obviously the death of Leah's daughter also caused him to betray the king.
Sindri sits quiet for a second and then says, I think he's acting out of desperation. And like I said, I genuinely don't get the hunch that he's a bad guy. I just feel like one of these days, one of his plans is going to get us killed. And if we don't go through with this perfectly, then those goblins are just going to be executed. If we get caught. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All 5 of us going over there, that's 5 bodies to be suspected.
It is.
This was Sky, so that's 6. And I think Theo said there might be one more.
Yeah.
I heard a conversation with
7.
that one more might be coming.
7 people.
I'm better off as an aerial than I think.
What'd you say?
I'm probably better off in disguise more than anything. Because of the armor.
Yeah.
True.
So whoever I pick, I will have to carry.
I mean, if I was a male goblin, I could just put myself in with the other goblins to help them escape from the inside.
Have you thought about disguising yourself as a male?
You aren't tagged, Jade? If the king tags.
He does.
No, I escaped before I was tagged.
Whew. Lucky. Theo, if he is getting rusty, then there's a shift that can happen. But we may want to catch it before it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Gia, do you know how long Theo's been running the Angel Flames?
No. It's speculated, probably about a year or two, but it also could be longer. Who's to say how long he's been planning to go against the king?
What do you guys say we go do this and see if Theo's got a good idea? And if we ever feel in danger, we rush out of there. To be honest, it's us. It's us who's gonna kill the king. Well, bring down the king.
Mm-hmm.
I get a strong feeling that Theo would fight us for that right. To take him down.
Most likely.
Do we go? Do we stay? Do we inform Theo? What do we do?
I say we help set up.
I say we send Jade and Theo. And that's it.
To set up?
No. Yeah. Kind of. Jade, you're not tagged. You're a runaway.
Nope.
You're a runaway. You're
Yep.
a goblin that got lost. Or you're a goblin that hasn't been captured. Either way, you're a prime, fresh, healthy target for enslavement. You're an insider. You're an operative. Me and Lynn will be recognized immediately. I mean, hell, Lynn, you're a Darklight. And I am an ex-Dustfall. Gia, you're just a regular girl. But Jade's perfect for this. If Theo goes in acting as a peacemaker, we can get closer to the king. There's an idea.
Yeah.
Sin walks out and just says, Theo, get your ass in here. Yeah, come on, big man. I want to make sure everyone is okay with this first. You know, I don't want anybody to feel, I don't know, negatively.
Nope. I don't.
Hold on, there's some extra information that you should know when it comes to getting tagged. Well, when it comes to the goblins getting tagged, really. they basically not try when it comes to getting tagged. They basically they play. The king doesn't really. They play.
You should put it directly.
Fine. When it comes to the goblins getting tagged, it's not gonna be easy getting them out. I mean, not unless you cut off a body part.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, the tag is more close to the base of the ear. Cut off the ear where the tag is, and you can easily let the goblins escape.
Yeah. If it means us getting closer to the king, I'll kill you. I hope I'm very clear on that.
We will have a way to remove any goblins tag by tomorrow.
Awesome. So you have nothing to worry about, Jade. And by the way, if push comes to shove, the tag, I could just rip it out. I mean, it'd hurt, but you wouldn't lose an ear. You know. Theo. We have a new plan in mind. It's less risky, and tell us what you think. If you don't mind.
I'm listening.
You and Jade go alone. Jade acts as an insider and gets everything set up that we need to. You act as a slaver or somebody who's just trying to gain the sympathy of the king again. If push comes to shove, me and Lynn will be able to destroy anything and everything within a 3-mile radius, but it probably won't come to that.
Mm-hmm. And if need be, I can always go in disguise too.
With that approach, it takes 5 people off the market, off the targets, and it puts one person, in the line of fire. The king is so racist, he's not going to recognize one goblin from the other. He's not going to recognize Jade. She's not even tagged. Jade would have an insane amount of time if we left her there for weeks, months, to find the weak spots. Jade is a really good stealth operative, though. She would only need... How long would you need, do you think?
I mean, depending on how the camp operates when it comes to the goblins, less than 3 days?
Can you do it in an hour?
Ooh. That's a talent I'll definitely take.
Theo?
Jade, if you were to go in, I want you to do an investigation on their cave. Most caves in Vricia have been explored before, and some of them can have secret passageways, which could lead to a secret exit. If you can find it without being spotted by guards when finding it, we can use that passage to evacuate the goblins. If there is one. I also...
I'll see what I can do when it comes to that.
And as much as I would like to be the one to go there, I know as soon as my face is seen, I will become a target for death. The king will show no mercy. The guards are not to show me mercy, no matter what. And
Even if you bring... Sorry.
Even if I bring a goblin, I'm to be shown no mercy.
A Trojan horse, I meant.
If I were to disguise myself, then of course I wouldn't be a target. They won't recognize me.
No. I have an idea. It's a suicide mission, but if push comes to shove, Theo, we can do this. You can bring me and Lynn. Hell, even Jade, too. All of us in that one spot. I don't know. I haven't thought of it for a long time. It's just something that came to mind. But the king would surely have to forgive you for bringing some of his biggest targets.
No. I did something before leaving that will refuse to show me mercy.
And that is...
I attempted to kill him. You really think he's gonna show me mercy after the first time I tried killing him?
Yeah?
He most likely won't.
Not
And
likely.
even if he somehow does, I know there's someone out there who won't. Fucking kid's a psycho. He wants you dead too.
I know he wants me dead. I did a lot more than try to kill him. He wants all of us dead. Well, a few of us enslaved. One of us hanged and one of us tortured. I don't know about you, Gia, but I suspect that he wants you dead.
I don't know for a fact he's not the one who wants me dead.
One more thing, Theo, I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Ask away.
I'm trying to think about how to ask it. How would you come about being convinced to not kill the king yourself?
If you want to kill him, go ahead. As long as he's dead in the end, I do not care what happens to him.
No. No, I don't want to kill him. Me and Lynn talked about it, and we have a much better idea.
Then go for it. As
But
long as he's no longer a threat to the people of this land, I do not care.
I wanted to know how to do it. We wanted...
Something you would like to talk more privately?
No. Yes, just without Gia, if Lynn and Jade agree. Lynn, do we talk about it now?
I think would be a good idea to.
Okay. Gia, can you leave, please?
She's gonna nod as she walks out.
I wasn't sure of how to discuss this, but me and Lynn talked about making a deal with death.
What type of deal?
The eternal torture type. Originally, it started off with my idea of trading in my freedom for the lifetimes of all of the people that the king has killed. And in return, I subject the king to torture for eternity until death, till those lifetimes run out for both me and the king, and then we go to the underworld and just continue on there. But then Lynn became a part of it. So how do two people make a deal with death for the same price?
Lynn, you lost your father, correct?
Yes.
Why not put the person who killed your father into the same torturement? Two for two.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about Lady Harper?
Yes.
How do you know that she killed him?
A hunch.
No.
Plus, I've been having Leah spy on Harper for a while now.
We don't get to gamble with lives off of a hunch.
Lady Harper is a threat even if after the king is killed. She will go down with the king, whether it be by torture or by death.
She will. Yeah, but she doesn't deserve half of what the king gets.
Plus, Lady Harper has killed others for the same reason. Leah has been spying on Harper and had discovered a trophy room.
Sure, she's a mass murderer, but she's not genocide. Len,
Then I do not.
Yes.
this is you. I want to know your thoughts.
I need concrete evidence that she was the one that did it.
When we meet up
Because
with the
I
others,
am...
Leah can give you a map to one of her houses.
Alright.
If any information will be there, it will be your best bet. Good starting place.
I say this would not want to an ill one that
Can you repeat
as
that you
much
cut
as
out
I
for me?
hate it.
You're lagging.
You're lagging.
Oh, test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright. The reason why I'm saying this is because I don't want to make a mistake of giving the wrong person the fate that they don't deserve. As much as I don't like it, I don't want to make any mistakes, especially when it comes to something personal.
And even then, we're giving the king the amount of torment that he's brought onto other people for the lifetimes that he would have if they lived out their full lifespans. And that's not eternal torment. It feels close to it. But Lady Harper wouldn't live as long as the king would. Len, maybe we just make the deal together.
Honestly, I think that would be a better idea.
A blood pact. And Theo, I have one more thing to say before we go through with any of this. I think Jade should be put in the throne as a replacement.
much as I like that idea, that won't be happening. The throne will be returning back to the rightful ruler. And he has
And I
plans
would-
for once the king is gone.
How would we know he won't go down the same path as the current king?
If he does start going down that path, I will personally kill him.
No, you won't. No, you won't, Theo. You failed killing the last king. This one knows you. No, you won't. What's gonna happen is this new king is gonna be put in place. And then he's gonna start a war that's going to trample this country. But you won't kill him. You'll be long dead before you see the end of that river.
And how are you sure he's going to? How do you know he won't bring the land back to what it was, or even better?
Nobody said anything about that. How do you know he won't? He will. Sorry.
I've heard some of his plans.
Oh, yeah?
He plans for every village to have a dedicated leader. Every month they will meet up, discuss how the land is going.
I
will no
thought
longer
that those
be a
could be white lies.
Say that again?
Have you ever thought about those being white lies?
Why don't you drop the attitude, Jade? Diplomatic discussion. This is a diplomatic conversation. But she does have a point, Theo.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know this person. Where are we? In your ranks? What position are we at? Are we the bottom of the barrel? Recruits? Or are we your hitmen? How big is this operation, Theo?
Your hitmen.
Is this operation small enough for you to handpick who should be the next king?
It's not a handpick. It's returning the throne to its rightful ruler.
Rightful ruler, how did that come to be?
The king was adopted into the royal family. He was to be next in line if something were to happen to the first prince. The first prince went mysteriously missing years ago. 19 to be exact. A whole year before the king became crowned. He was presumed dead. Until more recently, when Leah and the others ran into him.
So, we're going based on bloodline.
Yes.
This kingdom will crumble. Vricia will fall. I can promise that. Rightful ruler. So the point of all this is to return the rightful ruler to his crown.
Originally it wasn't that way. Remember, he was presumed dead.
Yes. Or no.
It is now. Although Jade, I do like the idea of you still having some form of power. And while I may not be the king, I would like you to stand next to him. And if he does show signs of going back to hell, where the king is, I want you to kill him, if I do not.
Sindri stands up and says, I agreed because I was expecting to return Vricia to its glory, not to somebody who thinks he deserves the crown because he was born a certain way. I'm out. Kingdom of Vricia should stay Vricia, not whatever the king's last name is. We should be working on returning this kingdom to prosperity and peace. I did not destroy, flatten, and skewer an entire camp. I didn't rip apart somebody so one guy can be guaranteed a seat. I didn't take fathers away from daughters or sons so this guy that we barely know can have a seat that he thinks he deserves, that he's been away from for 19 fucking years. He wouldn't even know where to start. And what, Theo, you're the leader of the Angel Flames and you have no control over this? Is there someone above you?
I cannot answer that.
Are you the guy, Theo?
The guy at the top?
Yeah.
I will think it over.
Do you remember my promise?
I do.
And what was it?
You will kill anyone who gets in your way,
No.
including me.
Yeah. I guess I should have worded it correctly. I will annihilate anyone who gets in the way of the prosperity of this kingdom. And that's including everyone. So until I meet the guy, until we do, or we know for certain that these are the right decisions to be made, I'm out.
You will be meeting him.
You don't have to cater to me, Theo.
I'm not. He's helping us prepare to take down the goblin camp. He was to meet us to destroy the goblin camp. He is helping. While I have been planning everything with the angel flames, he has been planning on his own. And when we talked for the first time, he started helping. He's not sitting back. He is going to work to take back his throne and prove that he is meant to rule.
Really? Where is he?
Currently with Leah and the others.
Lynn, Jade, what do you two think? You don't have to agree with me. And I don't want you to if you don't want to, but I want to hear what's really going through your head.
Dead.
It was just a bot.
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't seen what he's done. So I don't. As one says that, she takes a couple steps back. Unless you find someone that we can trust, I'm out.
Give him a shot.
No.
Let him prove it first.
We have killed for this kingdom. We have mass murdered for this kingdom. There's no shots.
If he doesn't prove it, then Jade will take the throne.
There is no proving it. It is life or death. One shot. That is all we get. Do you know how much power a king has? The king of Celia alone, without his queen, could march half of his army and trample this entire kingdom. We could do the same to them. There is no shots. You mess up, Theo, you're dead before you realize it. Any of us mess up, we are dead. Fucking, we damn near did. There's no shots. It's only skull or flesh. That's all it will end up on. And you best believe by the end of this war, it's gonna be a fucking mountain of either one. We're warriors. All three of us. This sword on my neck, that sword on yours, that's what that means. You think about that next time you try to kiss the ass of someone. Especially when it's by blood. As Sindri walks off and sits at the diner table.
Lynn,
What?
I cannot choose who becomes the next king. And like you stated, I don't know what he is truly planning. But I trust and hope he is planning for good. And as much as I would like to believe it, I don't fully believe it. But right now, he's the best shot I have. Let him show what he is capable of, and show that he wants to be the ruler that this kingdom needs. Because while Sin is right, he could try to make this kingdom worse, he also could try to make it better. And until that time comes, there is no way to prove it.
I've everything before I joined you. When I don't trust someone, I don't. Because they have to prove it and earn it. So far, he has not.
Then let him.
How when he is not here?
Theo. Look at me. Sindri is leaning over the steps, just staring at him. His eyes just basically fucking piercing his soul. Look at me.
You can say what you need without making contact.
That right there. One reason why I'm out. Two, you fail at every corner to understand the full message of what we say. You are supposed to be a grand general. We are not saying that we don't trust this king or that we don't desire to have this specific guy in the throne instead of Jade. What I am saying, Me alone is that you led me to believe that we were fighting for the prosperity of this kingdom, not fighting for its throne. I intended to bring the king down so that somebody, a destined hero, could take over. Properly. Not blood or oath or whatever bullshit system that these random people who don't even exist decide to put in. We aren't fighting for the throne. We aren't fighting the throne. We are fighting against evil. We're here to make this kingdom better, not change it. If we could make this kingdom better while keeping the king in his throne, I would be doing that. But instead, I'm sitting here with my thumb up my ass, listening to you talk about how great this new guy is. Killing the king is one part of the thousands of things that have to be done. And you're sitting here and telling me that one guy could throw all of that away because you trust him more than the people that you hired to go on